Yo, what's good? NBA YouTube. It's your man, 100 Grand Ross with The Rock Never Stops. Today, our man Ja Morant seems to relish nothing more than to remind the NBA and all of the onlookers and the fans of why he needs to be at the top of the MVP candidate list and why his team needs to finally be truly taken seriously as an NBA contending team for a championship. We're going to dive into all that in this episode. Come with me on this trip. Let me know if you like it by smashing that like button, hit subscribe and the bell for notifications. Ja Morant is a beast. Let me just be clear about that. He is the love child between Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook. He is a freaking monster. He's a beast. He's a beast and a monster. A monster and a beast. He is LeBron James's long lost son. He is potentially, knock on wood, if all the stars align, a future GOAT candidate. He is one of those players where you are seeing the evolution of their game and of their understanding that they are truly unstoppable. Ja Morant has the rare quality of having a combination of extremely high basketball IQ and extremely rare and high physical gifts. At point guard, he stands about 6'3", 6'4". Kind of reminds you of an old school John Wall, except he's far more poised and composed. A team first guy that we beg to be more selfish, and he finally is. And it's terrifying the league. Why, you might ask? There hasn't been a point guard this unstoppable since maybe Derrick Rose. But I'm going to take it a step further. I think he's better than Derrick Rose, if I'm truly honest. And I know this almost seems blasphemous to say, but his basketball IQ and his floor generalship and poise is something that is uncanny. Derrick Rose was a freak of nature, but he was a score first point guard. Let's not be mistaken about that. He was an explosive scorer who was able to get his teammates involved. Ja Morant is the guy who can go out there and get you 10 to 15 assists every single game. He can pull a Steve Nash and be extra efficient and make everyone look good. And he would have no problem doing it. But he also has the rare quality to absolutely dominate a game with his physical gifts. And because he can get everyone involved so easily, it almost puts the defense in shackles because they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. Ja Morant against the Chicago Bulls tonight was nothing short of unstoppable. And it's saying something when you have another MVP candidate in DeMar DeRozan, who's on a ridiculous tear himself. The Chicago Bulls are one of the best teams in the league. They're top of the East. They are trying to stake their claim as a contender as well. But you saw the Memphis Grizzlies go into Chicago like they've gone into so many places, whether it's Phoenix, whether it's Golden State, whether it's any other team. And they said, no, we're going to remind you. We're going to put you on notice that we're here. And you're going to have to see me. You're going to have to see me. I want all of that smoke. All of it. His crew, Desmond Bain, who's become his right-hand man, who's become that scoring stress relief, that clutch three-point shooting that he can rely upon. You got Tyus Jones, the older brother, Jaren Jackson Jr. You got young buck Zaire Williams out of Stanford University. You still got Dylan Brooks, who's still dealing with the injury, and we thought he was the heart and soul of this team over the past few seasons, and who's been out with injury for most of the season. And yet Ja Morant keeps telling you, oh no, he can carry more. He can carry more. Nah, it's not too much of a load. Nah, I got it. I got it. This is scary what we're seeing. This is scary. Ja Morant literally put this team on his back, even though they didn't need him to. But he said, what the hell? It's an MVP potential year, and those are rare to come by. They take a lot of energy out of you. And Ja Morant went into Chicago and took this game. Every time Chicago thought it was getting close and they figured Ja Morant was going to cool off and they would have their chance to have a surge and get back in this, Ja Morant was like, no. And the most beautiful part about it is the veterans get behind him. Steven Adams is playing some inspired basketball. I haven't seen him play this inspired since he was playing with Russell Westbrook in Oklahoma City in their prime, where he was just like, yo, if I just get this guy's back, I set these screens, I roll hard to the basket, follow up, miss shots at the rim, crash for offensive rebounds, the defensive rebounds hard to get him the ball again, then I can make sure he has the opportunity to be everything that he can be and we can win. Right now, the Memphis Grizzlies, to me, have to be considered one of the top teams to come out of the West. But I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think the Memphis Grizzlies can really knock off the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors? I do, especially without Draymond Green. I think they can hang in there with anyone. Do you think they can get into the NBA Finals and maybe even win a championship in Memphis? Could it happen? Y'all let me know. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I holla. Peace.